Capricorn, this is your week ahead tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. Welcome, guys. My name is Michelle. I hope you enjoy this reading. Please know that this is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. It is an energy reading. So all the energy that I describe, take it where it resonates in your life, and feel free to comment below about how the energy is impacting you, because I love to read them. There's a lot going on for you astrologically. The astrology is on Astrology Motivation, so definitely subscribe over there so you get all those astrological details. But Saturn has moved into Pisces, which means there's a whole kind of mentality impact that is going to affect you, especially for the next couple of weeks when the transit has just happened. Capricorn. What message do you have for Capricorn? You're not certain about something, and I think it's the uncertainty about something that is killing it for you. Why do I say that? We have the Four of Cups, which means contemplation, which means I need some time to think about it, or I'm not certain, I'm not sure. And then I have the Ten of Swords, which means I'm done. It's hurt too much. I can't take any more of the pain. There could be pain that you have been ignoring or trying to not look at or not let impact you emotionally, or it could be pain that's coming from somebody not being able to make up their mind, either about you or about something that is important to you. And then we have the Nine of Swords, which means it's really impacting you. It's having a huge impact on how you are able to basically experience your life and maybe even sleep, maybe even eat. There could be actual physical pain involved, or you're just really worried. You're just really, really concerned. Yeah, so there is definitely something. This isn't necessarily ignoring. It's just a sense of I'm not certain, right? I need some time to think about it. I've got a lot on my plate right now, and I need to take some time. Maybe it's because you're so stressed out about something else that has just happened. Maybe you've just experienced, I'm not predicting this, but I'm saying maybe you just experienced a loss in the family, some sort of loss, some sort of ending, some sort of breakup, something that caused you a great deal of pain, and it's stressing you out, or it's keeping you up at night. Or I can say this to you right now, this could be the person. This person doesn't want to give you an answer. They're not certain and they're not sure because the other things that are pressing in their lives, the other things that are taking their attention, are things that are causing them a great deal of pain. It could be physical pain, which they're very, very worried about. You could be very, very worried about somebody who is going through some physical ailments, or they're distracted because they're going through a lot of stuff. It's really heavy. Like with the Nine and Ten of Swords, this isn't light. It's almost like, but the fact that the Nine of Swords came after it, I feel like this is like, I'm worried there's going to be an ending. You know, I'm scared that that's where it's going to lead to, because maybe somebody hasn't gotten back to you, or somebody is still contemplating. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to see what is going to be the outcome of this contemplation, which I think is a really pressing concern for you. Capricorn, what is the outcome of this concern? Okay. This week, there's a Tower on the table. And then we followed up by the Lovers. And then the High Priestess. This is all Major Arcana. Major Arcana means that it's not a choice. You don't really, you have to kind of, you can only choose how you react to it. You can't choose to do anything that would make it not happen. This is a tower, which means complete ruination, complete destruction, or something that shocks you, something that crumbles and all comes down. This is the Lovers, but it's upright. It could be a relationship that's on the verge of crumbling, or something involving the relationship, or a relationship that makes everything crumble. There could be that there's this attraction that you have that you know will make everything fall apart and will be the sort of catalyst to a lot of things coming down. And then we have the High Priestess, which is intuitively, you already know that this is happening. intuitively, you don't even have to say it out loud. I'm talking to your psyche right now. You already know that all of this is going down. There is a sense of needing to find some faith or needing to hold on to your faith right now because you can feel, or you're worried or scared that there's an impending doom or an impending ending, especially when it comes to your relationship, somebody that you're really attracted to, or because you're really attracted to somebody, you feel like it's going to mess up your life in some way if I let this get out of hand. Now, I can tell you which Capricorns it's going to be most challenging for, because one of you, your natal Sun's is square to Venus this week. So hang with me till until I get around to it. But I'll tell you specifically, what is this? This is Taurus energy. This is marriage, but it's also institutional structure. So I really need to know, I think intuitively you already know, or you're worried. I'll tell you this right now. You're very attracted to somebody, but you're very, very worried about getting married to them. You're afraid that it'll end before you get to officiate, or you're worried about your current marriage, that there is something that is pressing or causing a lot of issues and stress that you're very concerned about, or it's that you're very concerned about your spouse. So we have a pretty good foundation of what is going on here. This sort of shocker to your system by something that you're rolling toward and can't resist. But it does seem like there has been some resistance, or that there is just something going on with somebody that you really care about that you absolutely will not be able to stop getting sucked into. So the cards have set a good foundation. Now we've got to go into the details and see how all this works out. So first and foremost, we got to clarify, what is this Tower? Because if you're predicting, what is this? I feel like it's happening right now, so it's already something you know. You're definitely aware of it, or you feel it coming. What is it? What is this Tower? Being left. The King of Cups, almost like somebody's feelings not being there for you anymore, or you're afraid that something, what I say from the very beginning, that somebody's disinterest, or the way that they're behaving, or they're distracted all the time, or maybe something in their life is coming to an end. Not their life is coming, no. Something in their life is coming to an end. You know, like you're worried that, oh my God, will I love them as much, or will they leave me? Will my feelings go? It's almost like, you know, when somebody decides to retire and then all of a sudden they're going to be home all the time. There's kind of this impending, well, I still love them. I still want to be around them, but do I want to be around them that often? Or how is that dynamic, that shift gonna really impact us? Or your kids are leaving, you're empty nesters, right? There's a sense of when they leave with this exit, now that leaves us together. What is our relationship without them when it's been with them for 20 years? Or a sense of, I'm coming home from school, I'm finishing my final years of college, like I'm not the same person that I was. How is that going to impact my family or my relationships with my friends? Am I still going to feel the same? Am I still going to want to even be where I was? There's some sense of a fear of a loss of feelings, a sense of but we're supposed to be doing this. This is supposed to be happening, but are they going to leave me? Is this person's lack of interest, or do I have to leave? Is their lack of interest saying to me that they're kind of done? Because the Eight of Swords can absolutely imply that. So let's get more clarity. But the Tower is definitely somebody's feelings leaving, somebody's feelings dying, or being abandoned. Somebody's feeling like they're going to be getting abandoned. So then so somebody maybe that you've already, you thought you had a really strong relationship. You really wanted this very badly. It took a lot of internal strength for you to really make this work, which means that you've given up a lot. You've sacrificed a lot to really bring harmony to the situation, thinking that you had a really strong foundation, but all this stuff is really clogging your mind. So, okay, what is in their mind, I guess is I think what's fair to ask. The Devil is here. The Capricorn is here. This is fear. This is also obligation. It could be fear of commitment. This is also you. I said, what is in their mind? And that comes out. A sense of, am I going to ruin my life if I go through with this? Am I promising too much? It's like a fear of being controlled. A fear of going towards somebody who has too much control over them. Like, have I relinquished too much authority? So this could be founded on control issues. All right, so what I'd like to know, oh wait, a clarifier just came out. We have good fortune coming with karma. So that's especially for Capricorn 2s. You guys are actually trying to, no, Capricorn 1s. So if you're born almost near Christmas time, like at the very beginning of Capricorn season, if you guys are actually trying to the north and south nodes right now. I think that's right. I think that's accurate. No. I think you're trying to the south node. Yeah, you're trying to the north node, which would put you sextile to the south node, I believe, or something like that. I don't want to get this wrong. But there's, especially for you guys, it's kind of like this karmic check-in. This sense of, do I feel comfortable with where I've come from and feeling good to move forward? So there's a sense of major life change that's occurring in your life. Capricorn 3s, you've got Pluto sitting on top of your natal sun. And you guys are sextile to Saturn. So there's a sense of these major changes that you might be really, really scared of. They're actually going to bring you a great amount of opportunity. And there you go. There you go. This sense of fortune. It's almost like because of all these swords here, it may not be actual pain. It's definitely actual stress. There's a fear of it. It's going on in your head. So let me ask the cards, because look what could happen. Let's ask the cards. I think this is fair. Let's get a little bit deeper and say, what is Capricorn supposed to do? How are they supposed to handle this? Oh, there's a tower here. It's almost like you've been stalling. I'll tell you this right now. This means you've been stalling. You've been doing whatever you can to keep things from falling apart. And you know what that means? It means maybe you just need to let things fall apart and then see the truth of somebody or see the truth of the situation. Can this last? Remember, towers can only topple what needs to come down. So maybe that's really what you need to get out of the way of, because I feel like there's just been a sense of maybe there's just been a sense of trying to avoid it, constantly seeing things, but you've gotten yourself all tangled up and all held up right now because you're constantly trying to avoid this. It's like you're in constant stress mode, because you're constantly trying to avoid the terrible thing that you feel is going to happen. That's what you have to confront. I can tell you right now, the universe is revealing this to us so that you know what you have to confront and what your focus has to be on. Because if you don't, it's just going to start to really maybe make you sick. So when Capricorns confront it, what's going to happen? There are actually a lot of issues, especially with this institution or with your marriage or with your commitment to something. There's a lot of challenges. There's a lot of conflicts. There's a lot of like tit for tat or things going back and forth, competition, maybe constant struggle and competition within the marriage. This has got to do with constant struggle and competition. These are power struggles. I'll tell you that right now. There's some major power struggles that are going on, and I think that you're trying to not see it, or somebody's trying to not see it because you've anticipated, you've planned, you've worked this all out, you've wanted this for so long, you've wanted this ever since I don't know, this has been in the past sometime, you've wanted this for so long, and now it's like, but where am I leading myself? So, okay. Where are they leading themselves? Where is Capricorn leading themselves? Or some of you, I just got this message, some of you could very well be waiting for a marriage to end, because there's such a sense of where you want this new opportunity to go, maybe even a new relationship to go. But there's got to be somebody leaves and somebody else. There's got to be an ending for your beginning to happen. And some of you have been waiting just a little too long, and you're starting to get pissed about it. I got to tell you, what people do and what people don't do tells you everything that you need to know about where their priorities are. And that could be what you're trying to avoid in your head, seeing that. Now, this doesn't have to be with romantic relationships. This could be with your job. You know what I'm saying? This could be with whatever you hold really dear and you've been holding out for. The sense of, is it worth holding out? Ace of Wands says there's something new. 9 of Swords. It's like you don't want to see it. You're trying to cover your eyes to this stress. But there is a sense of new opportunity there. You don't want to see the new opportunity. You should move forward with the new opportunity, but it's causing you too much stress, or you're worried that somebody else is going to move forward with this new opportunity. You can kind of see it happening. I got to tell you, you got to open your eyes. That's what you need to do first. You got to see that there's so much in the future. There is, even though you're stressed about it, there is such a way to progress in the future that's coming for you. This new opportunity, maybe this new lifestyle, maybe this new way of life. It's the change that's probably stressing you out. Kind of like cold feet or something like that. It's a sense of this change is what's actually stressing you out. So what should Capricorn do? Because there's a great deal of abundance if you keep moving forward and face your fears. But you've got to face them. Definitely judgment. What is the judgment though? 8 of Cups, to walk away. I have to tell you that right now. We're going to go into the extended. Don't freak out. But the judgment that the cards have, and I feel the resistance in you. I feel you arguing with me, and that's fine. But how about you trust me? Come over to the extended. We're going to get deeper into this, because what the cards just said is the best judgment for you to make is for you to be done with this situation and leave. But I feel like you have too much invested to do that. Let's see. The links are below, and I attached them to the top of the description box and the comment section. Please do join me. I will see you guys there.